Hey everyone, welcome to our Sunday podcast preview. What's going on this Sunday? And I'm Chris, pastor over here at Heritage.
And hi, I'm Elise Hebert, and I'm the worship director here at Heritage.
Let's do a little recap. Elise, a lot has been happening here. You just talked to Kayani from camp. How's camp going? We got the 16 kids up at Lake Hume.
Yep, so many kids, and it sounds like God is moving. Not that we ever questioned that, but we did have one camper give their life to Christ, which just
amazing.
Makes everything worth it, and just puts a fire back into your bones from being up there the whole week. And so sounds like they're all pretty pumped up about that.
Yeah, amazing. So we had SOAR with 80 participants. We had VBS, 49 every day, and now we're out at camp with the kiddos and 16 kids out there. People accepting Christ all over the place.
I know it.
And
that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, amazing stuff. And so this Sunday, back in a Sunday service, what's going on this Sunday?
Okay, so it's the Sunday right after 4th of July, so I know it's going to be super difficult. Even if you weren't out late doing the fireworks yourselves, it's still going to be hard because you're probably being kept up by the loud booms, which I understand, but we will be there.
Yeah, come to church, everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. July 5th.
And we have a really fun sermon series going on. And so what was the sermon topic again?
Yeah, so it's the Ask Anything sermon series, which now we have 5 topics from all the different suggestions that our congregation has given. And I'll talk about this at the end, but they're really exciting topics. I love it. And you'll, if you're getting this in the newsletter, you'll see the little breakdown of all the different topics.
Yeah. So it's our goal that we celebrate the kingdom that we do belong to as Christians, and we'll be,
exercise your freedom of religion this weekend to come to church. All right? To come to church.
We should have put that on the board.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be a good Sunday, and then we have all of our campers back. Yeah. And it's going to be a nice time to see maybe the fruit of our labor from the summer. And very much and to rest in Jesus and to worship him together. It's just
we're trying to get a VBS highlight video for Sunday morning, so you have to come and watch the VBS highlight video. And we have something going on after church, a first time event. Elise, tell us about this. The new thing is we are going to take our high school students and our college students that have been working together all this summer through SOAR and through VBS, and they've created such wonderful relationships with each other, but they all have the same desire. And so we are going to put them together in a service after church, and we are going to do Bible study, and we're going to eat together, and we're going to learn how to basically feed ourselves. They're going to learn how to feed themselves in God's word and just be equipped for life, a lifelong journey with Christ. Yeah, this is super exciting. So no longer will we do middle school and high school on Wednesdays, but middle school on Wednesdays, high school and early college on Sundays after church. They come to church, stay after for lunch, and a deep Bible study.
Right.
And this is, like you're saying, this has organically been growing, this group, you know. And if you were in church last Sunday, you saw a whole bunch of them get baptized, 17 to 19-year-olds all getting baptized and getting fired up for Jesus. And that was really the momentum that got us, our brains turning about this. Is like, look at these kids, like they're organically developing this group already. Right. How can we get on board with what God is already doing in their lives? Yeah. And so I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I am too. And I look forward to a lot of amazing things happening there. And on the flip side, I know it can be alarming if you haven't been watching them from this side, if you haven't been watching it grow. It can be kind of alarming, I think, to say, hey, we're putting our high schoolers with some college students. Some 18, 19-year-olds. Some people have graduated a year or two ago. And I understand that can be alarming. So what would you say to someone who is like me? I am sending my new freshman kid to this group. How would you answer that question of, hey, I've got some reservations? Yeah.
And what we like to do here at Heritage, the best we can, we like to separate those age groups. And we want to teach age appropriately. And so,
just a little while, last season, we had those little rising sixth graders meeting with seniors in high school, right? And the rising sixth grader is about this tall, and some of our seniors, they're 6'5", and so that was an age disparity too. And the best that we can, we're excited we get to do this now. We've got some momentum, so we can start dividing those age categories. And if we continue to grow, we'll divide it again. So we have, we might have a 9th and 10th meeting in a small group, and then 10th and 11th meeting in a different small group, but maybe have some community teaching and worship together.
Absolutely.
Right? So we feel like we're making progress at starting to divide these age ranges out, even though we'll probably do it a little more as we continue to grow.
Right. So I like that growth idea. Think of like multiply.
Yeah.
What we were aiming at with SOAR and all the things that we've been working at through the summer. So like if we're being faithful to God's word, that He is going to provide that growth, and that could be something that we could look forward to.
But and if you're not comfortable with anything new, well, then you're going to be in trouble at Heritage, because I love new things, you guys, so I love just like, hey, let's think out of the box. Let's do something different. Hey, God has momentum in this direction. We've never done that before. Let's go in that direction, because that's where God is moving in the lives of students. And so, it is a bit scary doing new things.
It is.
But at least I love new things.
Yeah.
So I don't want to
think of like God says, "See, I'm doing a new thing."
That's right. So there's new things this season, and I think that's something to celebrate. And as we try new things, we're always refining it.
Right.
We're always making it better. How can we do this better? And I'm a big proponent of thinking like, how can we do it better?
That's right.
And so that's important to us. So that's exciting. I'm super pumped about young adults. Starting this Sunday right after church. So if you are a parent of a young adult, or if you are a young adult and you're watching this on YouTube or my newsletter, don't miss this Sunday. Come out for church, stay for lunch and a Bible study afterwards. And church, we're in part 1 of the Ask Anything series. And hey, this is hot topic, guys. We're talking about politics, right? That was one of the questions.
Oh, bring your fan.
One of the questions was, should Christians get involved in politics? And I put this one right on this weekend, because it is the weekend of the 4th, right? It's the 250th celebration of America. That is kind of the theme. That's what's on our minds. And we're going to be talking from Jeremiah 29, when Jeremiah writes to the exiles in Babylon, and he's saying, you guys, it doesn't feel like you fit into the politics of Babylon. And they did not, right? They did not fit in. The Israelites were in Babylon. They were in exile. But Jeremiah says, well, get ready you're going to be there for a while. So while you're there, do good things, get involved, do good things for the city, work jobs, build your houses, grow your families, because when it prospers you, it prospers the city, and we want the city to prosper. So sometimes it feels like in our country, if we're following Jesus, it feels like, I don't know if I fit in, because a lot of people, they're just not following Jesus, they're just following whatever. And so sometimes we as Christians might feel like an exile in the culture. But I believe God tells us to, while you're already in the culture, build, do good things in the culture, speak words of life into people, grow your faith, and your faith is going to make an impact in the culture. So should Christians get involved in politics? Well, yes, I think they should. But Jesus comes first. And in order for us to have the best influence in our country, in our culture, in our politics, we can't put politics first. We can't put ideologies first. We can't put culture first. We need to put Jesus first. And then out of that overflow, it's going to bless the country. And it's going to bless, hopefully, our politics. They need a lot of Jesus in them. They need a lot of blessings. So,
absolutely.
So Jesus first, and then yes. Yeah, and I've never missed a vote in my life. Democracy is a great thing. Jesus didn't have it in his day. Neither did Jeremiah. So it's a bit different in our day. But Jesus first, and then get involved in making this place a more Jesus-like place.
I have missed a few. a few voting times. I usually have to reward myself afterwards with like chicken nuggets or something.
There you go. Yep. I've done everyone that I've been eligible for. Of course, I've only been an American citizen for about 10 years now, so Canadian citizen as well. And so, but since I've been able to vote in America, I've never missed a vote. So, and that's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, I could talk more about that. I might just preach a sermon on that on Sunday. So come and check it out. You guys, Sunday, 9:30, come and join us. And that's a little bit of what you'll see. Great worship, young adults afterwards, a hot take on a topic that you chose, Heritage Congregation. So we're going to tackle that, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Bye.